Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Trump. Hello, Peter. Welcome to Fortnite.
There you go.
All right.
Hello, Peter. Welcome to Fortnite. Welcome back to the show with the soundboard that everybody loves. It's
quiet.
sweeping the nation. It is. Try that again.
Damn, Daniel.
We'll figure it out one of these days.
There we go.
That's perfect until you play a sound that's way too loud. And there we go. And that's the show we know and love, folks. Welcome back. We hope you had a great
Fourth
Independence Day. Yeah, some call it the 4th. I call it Independence Day.
That's what it is called.
It's a great movie too.
Not a big fan.
Never seen it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Who's in it?
Will Smith.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Keep my wife's name. No, we're not doing that.
Come on, bro.
I like pretty girls. You hear that one?
No.
You didn't?
No.
I've
seen it, but like I haven't.
He just dropped the song. He's sounding very much 56 years old.
Yeah.
While he does it, which is funny because that's my dad's age.
Really?
Pretty much. I think he's 57. I like to think he's the same age as the Fresh Prince. Is kind of a wild
He's
thought.
no longer a prince.
No. He's King Richard.
He is King Richard. Hey. True.
Richard. That's an underlooked.
He's pulling his cock out.
It's an underlooked part of the slap. As Will Smith is approaching, Chris Rock goes, Richard.
Here we go.
He says Richard. He does.
Richard.
It's pretty funny. Yeah. But yeah, 4th of July, man.
How was your 4th, bro?
Great. Many dogs were eaten.
Ooh.
Actually, I don't know if I
didn't have a single one.
Not on the day of, but in the week.
In the whole weekend, I did not.
Oh, no.
Not a single fucking one.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. That's you. It was just the weekend for you.
Yeah.
I have the week off.
Ooh.
I was in Maine. Riding roller coasters.
Oh, dude, don't rub it in,
Viper.
bro. Don't rub it in, bro.
Took a little trip on the Sea Viper. Not trying to rub it in, but you know how much.
Was she ripping?
She was ripping. Oh. She was pulling and a tugging that day.
Oh my god.
There was we always see there's a height minimum, right? You got to be.
What's the maximum?
Tall. Right.
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried about getting decapitated on the Sea Viper. But luckily that didn't happen, as you can tell by me talking. I'm still alive.
Speaking of talking, the lav mics
Locked and
loaded.
Arrived. Folks, did we talk about... I think we did... Wow, nice. That's a nice quick one. Did we talk about how you wanted black and they came in white?
I think, did we?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Well, I ordered black specifically. I was with Bob, and I said I wanted the black ones. The white ones look like shit.
They look like,
Which ones do you think arrived at my house?
2 cute little cotton ball microphones.
Holy fuck. I'm coming.
Oh, my God.
Lois.
Is that good?
I don't think that's from the show.
No.
What is that, a fan-made one?
I think that's
crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, my God. That's
not bad.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out,
I kind of like that.
That was great.
Yeah.
I don't know where it fits into, Flop University.
I'll just pepper that one in from time to time.
That's like the time that Peter was coming inside Lois Griffin. And then
I'll...
Call me Exparagus.
Wrong one. Hold on. I lost it. But
that's fine. You get the gist. You get the gist.
We're coming off a bad ep, so the pressure is...
Maybe, though, it was definitely our most comments we've ever had.
That was wild.
The comments were flowing in, and so we appreciate that. But yeah, it was a little bit of a stinker.
It was a stinky.
Although I listened, and, it's... Maybe they're all just stinkers because it sounded like
shit.
It sounded like the regular tone of the
what is this? 29?
30, man.
30. This is 30.
This is 30.
This is 30.
Right. That'll be our movie.
This is
with
30.
Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann.
Ooh.
We'll say this is 30. Flop University.
Bro, I'm 5 years out.
5 years out from 30.
From 30, bro.
Oh my
what
God.
The
fuck? That's troubling.
5 years away from not being in my own demographic.
Oh, yeah, true. You'll have to stop listening to the show. That's a bummer. No, we have fans of all ages.
Well, I feel like we should have corrected that.
We certainly, I would say
there is no demo.
It's 17. No, it's still 17 to 45, 50 maybe.
Okay.
As long as you're online, right?
Yeah.
That's just what I tell people, like, when they're like, "Oh, should I listen?" I'm like,
well, how do you explain like some of these?
Are you a memer?
Like, just throwing this in.
Exactly. And there we go. A little something.
Okay.
Little something for
Yeah, you know.
Dr. Pirate there on Twitter. I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw that tweet.
He wants more.
Did
he?
you see what he said
No.
specifically? He said, really love the full blast soundboard at 9 a.m. on my way to work. Or maybe 6 a.m. or something. But yeah, that's too bad.
You got to wake up somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Wake up with the Floppy U Boys on a Monday morning after 4th of July.
Dude,
that's going to be...
What the...
Shut up! But no, we'll find a groove. We'll find a flow.
We're still figuring it out, fellas.
Yeah, so you didn't hit the pier or anything.
No.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
There's, I like the tackiness. You get a henna
I
tattoo.
do like it too. I drove by it.
I guess that's...
I saw it from afar. That's all I needed.
I guess that's enough.
Yeah.
I was dying to get on the Ferris wheel. I've never been on one.
I've never been on a Ferris wheel either.
Maybe you and I.
We should just two bros
with our lav mics.
Ooh,
we do a
shit.
pod up there.
Do you think we could probably arrange to do that?
If we just kept
going on an hour.
Right.
An hour long.
We're going to need $50 on this power card and let us keep going. And when you hear
Pay
us,
no attention to the technics we bring along.
If you hear us talking, toward the bottom about God knows what, just disregard it.
Yeah.
That's an idea, and that's great.
Yes.
Made some friends in Old Orchard Beach.
Oh, yeah, did you?
Not really.
Yeah.
There were these kids we met on the street. Not kids. I mean, they're probably like 20 or whatever. And drunk. Yeah, dude, totally. Oh, we're going to hang out all week.
Yeah.
And then we just kept running into them.
Oh,
hey, man. Hey, dude.
I'm a drunk planner, dude.
Of course. Yeah.
Wow, it
You're
sucks.
fucking trying to get my dad on the show.
I did.
Which
there's such a demand for it.
There's
dude.
0.0
You should see my
demand.
DMs.
I would love to see those. There's no demand for it.
Not yet.
There could be a demand.
But you said you need to tell more stories about it, about him first. And
That is not an it.
them. But yet you have not told a single one.
I'm gonna
So
go
I'm putting
ahead.
you on the spot right now.
I'm gonna go ahead and stamp that as not true. I
me
guarantee
one, bro.
I've told a story.
No, you haven't.
All right, 2 coming at you real quick. As soon as I have, here we go. As soon as I have put down the nicotine for what could be the rest of my life.
Oh yeah.
The next week, my dad's like, I'm gonna start zinning, and now the guy loves zins.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone's Danny hands him fucking one.
I'm slipping him a few 6%.
Oh my god! So now I can't even recognize him anymore.
Some people need it.
I thought I did, but folks, if you're listening at home, you don't, right?
You don't, but what kind of quality of life are you living if you're off of it?
The only reason I stopped doing those is money wise. Like I'm pretty sure. They're fine for you.
Well, you were hooked on the vapes.
I was.
That's
the puff man.
That's bad.
They
that's
call
bad
me the
news.
puff man.
The puff man.
Yeah, which is but hey, brighter and beyond and bullshit. I don't know. But yeah, now my dad. I never got to share a zin with my own dad.
I did.
This guy did. So that's one, and then the other one. Great, and boy, we need him on the pod after this. No, I'm kidding. We were on the beach, and I dug a hole with my feet.
Sorry to interrupt. Did you end up bringing your guitar?
No, I did not. That was great. That was good follow up. I didn't. I usually do.
I was really worried.
There were moments sitting there where I wish I had. Like
You don't need. Just play in the sand like you were.
This took all of 5 minutes, but I dug a hole so that I could stand in, and then my dad and I took a picture where we were the same height. Isn't that kind of fun?
What's the height difference?
He's like 6 foot, maybe 5'11",
Huh.
and I'm 6'4.5", maybe 5.
I think you're 5.
Oh,
I'm 4.
We don't want to get into this, but
I've always been. The doctors always say I'm 4. You gotta be 5.
I close my ears when the doctor tells me how tall I am. I do not want to be 6'5". Okay.
Why not?
We're entering KG territory.
Ooh, shit.
And he's, one of my favorite Celtics ever, but I can't hoop. So, next.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
You think if you were actually able to, you'd be good?
Who? I mean, what does that even mean?
I thought you physically can't. You shouldn't, I should say. It's not that you can't, you shouldn't.
No,
It would be ill-advised.
No, there was never it was contact sports. I really wasn't supposed to do. If I wanted to, I don't want to. I'm not as unathletic as I look, but I'm definitely unathletic. If you wrap your head around that one. I can throw a football like nobody's business, like prime Favre.
Oh, it sound perfectly primed up, and I lost it. I got too many now.
What could it have been?
You ever play rugby?
Come
on, bro.
That would have been perfect.
That would have been great.
Maybe the first perfect in context one.
I kind of like him out of context.
Yeah,
bro.
sure. You know, we'll let the.
My name is Walter Hartwell White.
All right, I did like that.
That's good.
That was very out of context. Yeah, I'm trying to think. We linked up at a party.
Oh yeah.
Got some drinks. Did you end up playing any cornhole?
No.
You're terrible at it. Huh?
I'm very bad. I think last year I threw one bag and just knocked a flops drink out of their head.
Right,
Yeah,
cousin
Andrew.
cousin
Drew?
Andrew. No,
Okay, Drew. I didn't
either
know.
one.
Sorry.
Either one. Yeah, he's making his.
He's gotta come on the ball.
He would love to.
He's gotta get on.
Next time he's around, I would love to. He'd be a great addition for an episode.
I'll tell you, dude, those rum runner things.
Oh yeah, there was a rum runner machine.
Oh my
just pumping them out.
Me and my girlfriend did the math. I had beer, seltzers, vodka, tequila, red
Oh, my
wine,
God.
rum, and whiskey. all in one swift go.
Did you puke?
No.
Nice.
No.
What a fucking wow. What a
I did
beast.
spill red wine all over my shirt.
Oh right.
I was doing a silly bit.
Oh yes, he was doing the sniffing the wine bit
Yeah.
where you kind of circle it, and I said, "Be careful with that." And you're like, what are you talking about? And then
It just
in that moment, you
splashed.
spilled it.
White shirt. And on these look at these.
Are they
These are
clean?
the pants.
Oh wow, you couldn't. I'd be none the wiser.
I know.
Yeah, but avoided the blue couch.
I dove in front of it,
that would've
dude.
been-
I think I would have been murdered.
Heroics though.
Oof.
He was basically
Yeah.
taking a bullet that
Dude,
you shot.
I don't know if this is important, but our girlfriends actually kind of sat down for a while. It was kind of like seeing two dogs kind of get to know each
Right,
other. They're
they're-
sniffing, they're figuring each other out.
Commiserating though. I
Yes.
don't like that. What are they talking about over there?
They better not be talking about my penis.
I'm
That's
sure
for
they
dang
are.
sure.
It's probably what they're doing. Damn it. Yeah. I like that one.
That's Kurt Angle.
Oh shit!
What?
No, I was just worried. No, I was just checking. There are no errors. We ran into some errors when I was in my basement recording.
Call me Exparagus.
Recording prank calls. Give me something
Oh,
for
really?
that.
Okay, hold on. Give me time.
Classic.
what
Nice.
that is?
Oh, I love that guy. Love that guy. POV, your daughter just died.
Xiao Hong Shu.
Yeah, so yeah, great. Was recording some prank calls in the basement, sunglasses on, back in my prime.
Wow.
Did a stupid one, very stupid one, and halfway through I got an error message on our recording device. So now I'm just a little worried. Recorded half of it, still have it. Yeah. Recorded half of the prank call.
What a fucking shame that is.
It wasn't that great. We do have a full one that we'll play at the end because I just had to reformat the SD card. Whatever. This is jargon now. Now we're doing jargon.
Yeah, jargon.
But I'll just tell you that I called it GameStop because this one will never get. I don't think it'll get played. It only saved the second half, which was the worst half. But I called it GameStop, and my opening line was, "My nephew's fucking Funko Pop just died." He's like, "Wait, does it recharge or is there a rechargeable?"
I don't think
strand
so.
of-
I don't think so. I think those are just plastic dolls, figurines.
He fucking died, man. He died in my fucking arms.
Which one
man.
was it? Did you say?
I said it was the Doctor Doom one. and then maybe we'll play it one day because it's just then this part was saved where I was like, "What do you think of them? Bringing Robert Downey Jr. back?"
Oh.
And we had a little conversation.
Did you like it or no?
He was like, "Yeah, man." I don't even remember honestly. He was like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "Isn't it kind of tired? Don't you think?" And I forget what his opinion was. I'm kind of in the zone. I'm like barely listening.
To what he says?
Well, yeah, what the other person says while I do my shit. But the people demanded it, and I had to give it to them. So we'll have that. To
How long
listen to.
is that? Should we allot the last 10?
We can do that. Yeah,
Let's allot the last 10. We'll send this bitch into overdrive. Dude. Here we go.
Nice.
Do you know who I hate?
Who's
You ever
that?
see that guy on TikTok? Is the bike lane guy? Get out of the bike lane.
Move out. Yeah.
He got hit by a car. I was fucking. I was
That's
in my room
awesome.
alone, fucking fist pumping.
Let's go.
I was actually so hyped.
The thing is that he's in the right.
But
He's in
he's
the
doing
right.
it all. You got to do the nice that way, bro.
Yeah. What is he fucking? Yeah.
see the-
nice bike.
Yeah. Get a real job.
Yeah. Oh.
Two Amazon delivery guys were crossing the street. Go, get a real job, fuckos.
Oh. What?
Fuck you,
motherfucker. I thought that was a drum. I was looking away. I thought that was a soundboard.
No, dude.
He needs to package his. He needs to package it in a different way. If he wants, excuse me, on your left. But that doesn't work. It's probably been 20 years of.
And he finally got hit. Oh my.
Do you remember that Casey Neistat video?
That's what I was saying. He's got to do a nice stat.
Yeah. Wow.
That's an OG vid.
That
bro.
really
that
is.
put nice stat on the map.
That's
bro.
crazy.
Now he sucks. I think.
I believe he does.
Right.
My source is confirming he does. Suck.
I'm voting for Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. And that's Neistat for you.
No.
And he doesn't even have nice tats. Remember that?
He has a few.
No, that was a bar in the iDubbbz diss track. Ooh. With the boy with a band. Oh, remember?
He's a pedo.
Didn't he get
I
canceled?
should be careful.
Well,
I'm not sure. If
Allegedly.
I think if my memory serves, or not, maybe not pedo, but he's
something. He got something. He kind of reminds me. The bike lane guy reminds me of another person that's in the right but doing it in sort of a cunty way. Mm-hmm. Cartnarks.
Yeah, dude, he was in our neck of the woods.
See that.
He was.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I would love to. I mean, I always put my cart back, so
I would never have to worry.
But I would love to see that in person.
As a former
you
grocery
silly
store
goose.
worker, like appreciated, but like, come on.
I guess, yeah, right?
Yeah.
He's going to get shot in the head.
All that.
The fuck? You
Think about
call me
that.
a silly goose one more fucking time. See where I put my cart.
Put your cart back, silly goose.
I guess that's better than the bike lane guy because he's actually rude.
The bike lane guy is a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's rude.
It's not like he has a I think he just goes on. He's looking for bike lane
Trouble.
infractions.
He
I think
he doesn't have a
no.
destination, or he doesn't even like cycling.
No.
Oh,
And he got hit. I fist pumping in my room alone. Yeah, I was hype.
ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him. I gotta get that. I got this one though.
Was it on? Hey,
That's not whatever. Oh,
perfect.
Have you ever played rugby?
that's a little
Nice.
late. Little late.
Nice.
I suck at this.
Folks, just play that back in your head for when you
Go back
re-listen.
15 minutes and then
that's what
button
that
is-
sound would have been.
Yeah. I would also love some sound recommendations, please.
Well, you know the good. We need a shut up, bitch.
Shut up. I
Right?
just can't. I was thinking about it today because you know me. Last minute, I'm like, oh shit, gotta get new sounds.
I have some. When I tried to do it, I can send you. I think you just screen record memes on YouTube and then and then you add and then again. This is jargon again. This is an inside basement. Nice. Wait. So was he getting hit on video?
Oh yeah.
His
Lord,
POV.
and then no one goes to help him. So no one's gonna help me up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I may have seen that.
I guess I'll help myself up.
He's in that same vein. Assholes online. You see foul ball guy?
No.
Have you ever seen him?
Foul ball guy?
Oh God, Zach Hampel is his name.
Was he? Well, yeah. He catches all the balls.
Yes, foul ball
We've
guy.
talked too much about him.
Really?
But
Well,
continue.
he just had a viral clip where people are pissed at him again, where he catches a ball, shows it in a little kid's face, like taunts him, and then sellies so hard. Yeah.
That guy's such a dork. Bro.
Yeah, he really is.
What a dork.
And he's caught, I think, 15,000.
He's such a scumbag. He'll go to different ballparks and he'll
wears a
disguise himself.
zip up hoodie
Yeah.
to disguise the team logo. I'm pretty sure he knows how to ask for a ball in like 10
Every
different
language,
languages. Yeah,
For
he's
what?
he's a legit bad person.
I'm actually the ballpark catcher guy. I go to every ballpark and I catch every ball.
Yeah, that's pure rage right there.
Put that, ladies. If you see that guy on Hinge,
Fucking report him.
what do you do for a living? I catch fly balls.
It's kind of a long story, but how did that start? I don't want to know. Why am I asking questions? I'm sure there is a story.
Yeah.
And that's probably the last thing we want to hear.
Call me Exparagus.
That one's gonna be played a lot.
That's going to be a new staple of the show.
Exparagus.
That may be the title of the episode, folks. And then speaking of, kind of people freaking out and no one helping them.
Yeah.
Our boy, shirts, World of T-shirts.
Oh, that was bad.
World of T-shirts has had a good week, right? A great week, and then a tough end of the week.
Well, he was caught on video just punching some lady.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a bad person.
He's not a good person.
That's why
no.
it's like, we feel bad, like, all this shit.
I took seeing for granted. I took my eyesight for granted.
Yeah, a drop of him couldn't hurt,
What am I thinking?
But you'll get
I'm Steve.
But luckily we have that one.
We have that one.
Whoa.
Fuck, dude.
A little something extra on the
scared
tail end
That
there.
actually scared me.
So he punched a lady, but then you see the guy, like, I don't even know what the hell's going on. Did you see him get fry bagged from the hang glider? Someone on a hang glider.
Oh my god, the first ever flyby. That was awesome.
Someone on a hang glider.
That had to have been planned, right?
Flies by and says, "Put the fries in the bag." Oh my god.
A little propeller glider.
You think that was planned by whoever his new handler is?
Yeah. I think those guys are kind of worse than him.
Yeah. I mean,
they'd be nothing without him.
They'd be nothing without him, and as terrible a person as Joshua Block is, he's obviously got some stuff going on. Doesn't excuse everything, but
no.
If your first instinct is to go, we can make some fucking dough here. That was like brutal when he was just on the ground. They're the trumpet impersonator.
What was he doing at the back?
There's a Trump impersonator there.
Oh my god! Talk about a fever dream.
And then there's a crowd of people going, "Put the fries in the bag."
Oh my lord!
That is like, those are like, I've been having crazy dreams lately, and that would be like one that I would just, what the fuck is going on right now?
Oh my god!
I've been so overwhelmed in my dreams.
And Mr. Based is loving it. His downfall.
Right, wasn't so bad over in Brooklyn. Yeah. I'm from the Bronx.
I'm from the Bronx.
Fuck yeah, that's trouble. I hate to do it, but we did mention dreams. I had one. I hate to talk dreams, but this one was nuts. I had a dream where I was locked out of my house, and I had 4 pet deer that were in the house.
Rainer
and Deary were probably one of them. Yeah, call back to episode 12, I believe. Hey! I'm pretty good with those. Yes, we'll have him on next. I had 4 pet deer within the house, and I was locked out, and I had to guide the deer to unlock the deadbolt to get me in the house.
Oh, you were deadbolted in?
Yeah. I was deadbolted out, and they were deadbolted in, and somehow, through communication and a series of clicks.
Well, those are the most magical of creatures.
Deer?
Reindeer.
Oh, reindeer.
I was thinking reindeer.
True. No, that's
just your normal white-tailed deer.
Mm-hmm. Nah, they're pretty basic.
Not quite magical.
Dude, I can't believe we're talking about work because I didn't work this week. But I almost fucking killed a beautiful Bambi little baby deer.
Oh no!
So I slammed on the brakes.
You ever killed you ever hit a squirrel? An animal?
Just a squirrel once, and I felt so terrible.
Oh, dude, I smushed a turtle one time.
Oh no!
And the worst part about running over, you can hear it pop.
Oh,
it was haunting.
Yeah, it's a pop and a crunch.
Oof.
Who wants turtle stew? That's terrible.
I wanted to do a Kevin Malone, just go back, pick it up, put it back together.
I saved it.
But that's the thing. You turn it. I looked because it was on my way into work, and on the way out, it was just rubble.
Yeah, you never look back. You never want to look back.
Bad.
The one squirrel I remember vividly. I was coming off the highway, and it just barely hopped out. We were slowing down. I was slowing down, and the lady next to me saw it too. And I just looked at her after, and she just shook her head at me. I was like, "What do you think? I fucking did it on purpose."
Dude, my driver's ed teacher told me if you were to run over someone's cat, it's your responsibility to back up over it to kill it.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Could you do that?
I could. I guess if it was going. I guess I would run over its skull. I suppose. Out of mercy.
Yeah. I'd crush its skull under my vehicle.
I would probably back over its skull. I guess. And that's, am I a saint? Yes. I'd say so. Honestly.
You'd have to, yeah.
And that would make you a better person if you did that. Obviously, we didn't want to be in this situation in the first place. Nobody planned this.
But what now, if the family's just watching?
What's done is done.
Just
You're just, imagine
crunch.
Yeah, imagine the backup camera. Close up HD. Whiskers. Yeah, that's a bummer.
This is a dark episode.
I'm sorry.
This
Listen,
is fucked up.
it's the 4th of July, man.
That's true. This country was based upon
On
what to do if you kill a neighbor's pet.
yeah, right. No,
Yeah.
I was told. I think if you kill someone's dog in a car, you have to stop. But if it's a cat, I think you're legally allowed to keep going.
Well, there's a lot of what's the word? Feral cats out there.
True.
Strays, I guess.
The best kind, man. They're on the prowl.
Oh, dude! If I ever ran or hit a dog, I think I'd just kill myself.
I know, right? Oh, my dog, may he rest in peace,
R.I.P.
got hit by a car
What?
right in front of my eyes.
What?
Yes. The person stopped, but not before they hit him. And so he did a barrel roll like twice.
Was he all right?
He was completely fine. He got
Okay.
right back up, but I cried like a little baby.
Oh, how old were you?
Like 12.
Okay.
Maybe 11.
I wouldn't blame
Probably
you if
10.
you were like, if this was like 2 years ago.
I know,
though.
honestly.
What do you
That
do?
would be
Oof.
even sadder as an old man. That
Yeah.
would have been horrible. No, he got right back up and just started running around. But, it was so horrible.
I don't know. That's funny to me.
It was, yeah, it is.
It's not funny, but
it
it's
is
just
funny, I
the
guess.
visual of just the dog brushing his
suppose-
shoulder off.
He
It's
literally, he
good.
did,
Yeah.
and he was like, had like a,
Did a little shake and
yeah,
went back
yeah.
to it.
He had like a little dog smile too. But yeah, I never wanted.
Have some more chicken. Have some more pie. It
I
doesn't
never
matter
wanted
if
him
it's boiled or fried.
to go in the front yard ever again after that. Perfect stuff there. I've been watching. I hadn't gone on TikTok in probably like 2 months, maybe even longer. Honestly, like 5 or whatever. And I see
This is
your
Love Island.
no.
Oh,
Your
thank
We'll get to that later. I'm sure.
Oh no!
Your DMs are piling up. They'll probably never be answered.
No.
But the pranksters are getting good, man. I've got 2 that are really fucking good.
Like what?
Dom the Troll.
He's a good one.
He is so good. For the folks that don't know, he'll walk into a place on the phone with his dad, in quotes.
need the discombobulator.
Right. And then they go, whenever the poor worker goes, "We don't have it," he goes, "What?" And they're like, I can't. I can't do this. And it's probably the best concept of a prank I've ever seen.
I saw one there. Some guy brought his car in a workshop.
Yeah.
And it's like on the thing. He's like, I need this right now.
Is he on the phone?
He's
or-
on the phone and he goes, you know what? I'm going to call my buddies there to come. And then a van pulls up, screeches to a stop, and 13 dudes come out and just start working on like every car.
Oh my god! Yeah. See, I
That's
think,
funny.
Is that the same guy?
I don't think that's dumb.
Because then the other guy, they like whatever they'll scream in a store, and then they'll have 4 plants, and
Yeah.
one of them will get angry at their friend.
Yeah. And then the other guy will scream.
The fuck are you doing, buddy? You get the fuck out of here, buddy. And now we've got live
I don't
mics.
know if I can
No,
do
I don't.
those.
I don't want to be a dick in public really too much. Although pays the bills.
No, come on. I
See
could
how
never.
Sal Volcano's living. You change your mind real quick.
Some Impractical Jokers type pranks. That
Yeah,
would
they were never dicks.
lighthearted.
True.
Excuse me, I'm trying to use the phone.
Right, yeah. That's harmless fun.
That's fun, bro.
But so is that too, honestly.
At the end of the day,
The phone call with the dad is so brilliant because what are you going to do? Get mad at the guy in front of you? He's just holding the phone.
Right, yeah.
It's so good. Where the fuck is it? So yeah, shouts to those guys. Really just, changing the game. We've come a long way from Fousey Tube and Roman Atwood.
That's the thing. I don't want to be like one of those guys.
Right.
No.
Right.
No.
Wasn't there one just titled "Saying the N-word in the Hood" prank?
Probably. I think that's.
so.
I'm Ethan Bradbury.
Oh
I think
yeah,
This is
right.
Ethan.
Yeah, it's Ethan.
Oh,
Classic.
what were their names?
Ethan Bradbury,
Well, no, but whatever. It's not important. But
the guy with all the bracelets too, and he would make
Oh,
out with
yeah.
people. Classic stuff. Did you hear what's happening next year at 4th of July
no.
at the White House?
Yeah, I did, bro. Holy shit.
Dana White, and we're gonna do a UFC on the grounds of the White House.
That's gonna be fire.
That's gonna be so.
That's gonna be fire, bro.
Probably one of the stupidest things I've ever heard.
It's
but,
ridiculous, but
fuck it. Yeah,
I'm a UFC guy.
You're a
so,
UFC
like,
guy. I guess, yeah, we should. Yes. Oh, what was that? Yeah, we should have it on the front lawn of the White House.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing Slap League in the Oval Office, and that's another thing we're doing.
I hate the slap fighting.
Yeah, it is. I don't.
It's just stupid.
Do you think it's tough to watch?
I don't think it's like someone's just they're slapping each other and someone gets knocked out.
Someone falls, but
But yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Isn't that what like the UFC? No, it's not.
I don't. I'm not really a huge fan of either. If I'm being honest, I don't like fight videos. I don't like death videos. Yeah. But if I had to choose one, it'd probably be the slap league.
No,
go for the ears.
Oh, that's a foul. There's like rules.
Oh yeah,
yeah, you can't.
Dude, I mean, my mitts may be perfect.
You have power though.
No, none.
That's the thing.
None whatsoever.
Power.
My driver goes 170.
Oh.
Oh.
It's kind of been,
folks.
We haven't been on golf talk recently, huh?
Folks. What is it? It's July 6th.
They haven't
Shout
gone out.
Cam. I have not.
Wow.
Still in full buy year mode.
Oh, that just can't be. With the lab mics ordered, we have steaks.
I'm not again. I will. Sure.
Well, now, I've actually done. I've been worse than I ever have.
That's
Truly.
good. That's
Very
comforting
bad.
for me.
Yeah.
That makes me feel a little better.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't. I haven't the time, Danny, and I certainly haven't the money.
That's the thing. It's expensive. I signed up with my dad and my family friends. I signed up for like a golf tournament thing.
Oh fuck!
Best ball tournament, and right now I'm like
dreading
shitting my pants.
Why?
I'm just gonna be so bad.
Okay.
I cannot hit the ball up.
Oh.
I don't know what it is.
Something changed. You used to be able to.
That's
right?
the thing. Yeah. I was last summer. I left off at like pretty good. I was like, okay,
that's bad, brother. That's
it's
no good.
Fucked, bro.
Best ball. They're never gonna use any.
That's
of
the
yours.
thing. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the thing.
That's gonna be embarrassing. Just carrying some dead weight all day.
I'll drink.
You'll drink?
I'll drink.
Oh yeah.
Be team drinker.
There you go. Hey, everyone, give a big thanks to Danny for getting really drunk. He may not have contributed one shot.
I'll tell you what. I'm like done drinking for like a while.
That's kind of where I'm at. I'm sure. Wednesday's a different story, but Thursday too, and Friday.
What's Wednesday?
Of course. I think I'm going to the Sox game. Perhaps. But otherwise, just a great all-around drinking day. Anyway,
I didn't have anxiety, but like yesterday, I was like, oh.
From the 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you were. You did call my dad on your phone,
and I told him that you were jacking off in the bathroom.
Right, you said that, and you were all. But the visual, you were like twirling your hair while you were talking to him, like very funny, like no, you hang up type energy. But no, that same night, that whole entire day, I really did not drink that much at all. I was keeping it in check. And then we went to a bar/club type thing, live music in Maine.
Okay.
And everyone was getting after it, and I was like, I'm not drunk, and this is like the coolest feeling ever.
Really?
I feel so great that I'm just like overseeing everything. I'm in full control. Very rare. But an ice cold Bud Light doesn't sound like the worst thing ever right now.
Yeah.
I don't think we mentioned we're both starving right now.
Dude, I can't even think about talking.
Hungry ass pod.
What's your favorite food?
Come on, you serious?
Yeah.
Top 3, folks.
Here we go.
Let's say it with me. Anyone? I think the fans of the stream will know this.
All right, here
Top
we go.
3 is very defined easily. Pizza.
Oh, yeah, classic.
Tacos.
Yeah.
Sushi.
Oh, sushi at the 1?
No. Why? No. Pizza 1.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I thought you were going 3, 2, 1.
3, 2,
okay.
1. Come on, bro.
All right.
I guess that's fair, I suppose. I buried the lead a little bit.
No, but it's all right.
And then I was just telling my girlfriend as we were eating some tacos, I said, I haven't had pizza in a while. I'm going to be honest.
I could crush. I've been doing this thing where I'll order like, because right now I'm kind of like living alone. So I'm like, I'm going to order a pizza at lunch. And that'll be like my food for the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah.
I'll leave myself 2 slices for dinner, and then I'm like, oh, shit.
You sort of painted yourself into a corner a little bit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Large. Crushing large pizzas. No problem.
Fuck. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say it will always be my favorite food, but it still is. But isn't that neat? I was talking about this, too. Isn't that neat? My first favorite food is, the main ingredient is cheese, right? The other two don't involve cheese whatsoever.
Wow.
How about that?
What the flick?
Isn't that crazy?
That's fucked up.
Isn't that? And so I do love Taco Bell, but when I say tacos, I mean like
You
from
fuck with birria tacos?
yeah, that's kind of more what I'm talking about. Some garlic, cilantro. I might.
We might have to take a pause, bro. And
I made DoorDash those while I watch Love Island tonight.
Oh,
Hey, girls, get information. So, let's go, girls.
you lost me.
Listen, the show is softcore pornography.
My
so you got
saving
something
grace
against
is
that?
me not owning Peacock.
Yeah,
'cause
there
I
you
don't
go.
have a way of watching.
You'd be so in.
I really wouldn't. I tried watching the British version, which I think would probably be better because of the
Why?
act. Hey, can I pull you for a chat?
That is, it's
Yeah.
a lot of pulling for chats. Yeah, but you fucking need subtitles. There's one British guy from Manchester on the US and it's I think you like a proper fancy and funny and stuff growing up like in Manchester it's proper. All he said, everything's proper.
Proper.
It's
Yeah.
like good, bad,
Yeah.
indifferent. I don't know. But yeah, I think my pops is grilling some steaks. Maybe I can cut you off
No.
a piece of
I
fat.
could never.
You like gristle?
I like gristle. I do.
Yeah, I'm. I don't know. I'm sort of gristled out. I'm bare.
I think we're cooking up another dud.
Come on, we
Truly.
gotta have something. You see the guy that got, and now I'm in my head. Now everything sucks.
Well, if you say everything sucks,
and then maybe
the bar is already at the lowest.
Sure,
So it's like you're
right. Did you see the guy that won a PS5, or did he win it? I don't even know. He got a PS5 from Dave & Buster's.
No.
He's like, after 6 years, I finally got
Saved up enough.
tickets. Or
Probably spent like
something.
$4,000.
Somebody, maybe it was a joke, but somebody said, "Bro, that's actually 46 grand."
Oh my god.
They could be exaggerating, but
That's. I mean, if you're bad at games,
true. Is there a lesson in there, like about the thrill of the hunt and
you might as well you just get that guy to a casino instead.
But you ask that guy, he's maybe he says, "I'd do it all over again. I wouldn't change a thing." You know how much fucking skee ball I played?
He better be good.
Well, like maybe he was gonna, play skee ball and all the other games anyway, and every day for 5 years
Yeah.
straight. And so, PS5 is just sort of a consolation.
Kind of coming off your skee ball talk. Candlepin bowling.
What? Yeah. How? Give us some updates on the team.
Well, it's not that we have a team or anything, but the place we wanted to, you actually directly said the name of it.
I did.
It's shut down.
Oh, right. I did say it a bunch.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's completely gone.
So that's
was that 2 episodes ago?
I think so. 2 or
Yeah.
3.
The bowling team,
Yeah.
as we know it, may be fucking dead before it ever.
Which is, I've never been so excited.
I know. I was picturing the uniforms. I was.
We would
thinking
have to get uniforms.
Of course,
bruh.
collared shirt,
Oh.
2.5 Men, Charlie Sheen style.
It would be. I think we would be like good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I had many people reach out.
Because we went on my birthday, and there was some guy who pulled up with his own balls
own
and
balls.
a sleeve,
And he
and he sucked.
He pulled us aside and said, "Hey, just by the way,
Yeah.
these are my balls."
He pointed to our one, but he goes, "If you don't mind, these are mine. Don't touch them."
Okay, dork. Yeah, sure. We're gonna proceed to be way better than you.
And that's the thing. I think half of our group ended up doing better than him.
I'd say so, and that's gotta suck for him. I'm
bro,
sorry.
that's your thing, and just us jocks.
Yeah,
roll up.
right. Seriously. Did he have a wrist brace?
Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal. What about the guy Tucker Carlson interviewed, where he said he sucked off Obama?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Obama sucked him off. He had double wrist brace on. I always thought that was a
Obama.
I'm late. Sorry.
Timely.
Yeah.
Larry.
While he sucked him, or
no,
in the interview.
during the interview,
Oh.
he had two.
What the fuck was
two
that guy
wrist
up to
brace
for him to have
on.
2 wrist braces?
Exactly. And I remember, I guess Portnoy was doing the show like immediately after, and he just tweeted, he's like, "I don't know what that Larry guy just went on and said, but that guy is definitely lying. I've never met more of a liar in my life in like 10 minutes of interacting with him." Oh, yeah. You see Jurassic World, my friend?
Did you?
No.
Oh.
I haven't seen a movie in like 9 months.
Yeah.
And I say I don't have time, but I've seen 28 episodes of Love Island. So.
Which is, each are like a fucking hour
I know.
long, bro. That's like listening to this whole podcast.
Oh.
Essentially. That's like 30 hours.
Which
At the end of today will be 30 hours.
Not to say that, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out Kanye.
Wow.
Reverse shout out.
30 hours.
And I still drove. Fucking, and this isn't to say that I do think the show's somewhat good sometimes, but I don't know that I've ever listened to a full episode.
Of this?
Yeah. I've listened to like chunks, and then I'll get distracted, and then I'll be like,
Yeah.
I think I know what
Which
we
is
hit.
fine. I mean, I wouldn't mind that kind of like listening.
Oh, sure.
Viewership? Not viewer.
Listenership.
Audio
shit. I don't
Fuck!
know. No. But yeah, support the show. You know, follow along.
Yeah.
What happened to the fucking flop rankings, bro?
I just haven't been up. I haven't made it, so fuck them.
Yeah, I guess there you go.
If I don't know, I feel weird.
Heard it here.
That's the thing. By conscious. Yeah.
If someone, it's the top three. It's just three people.
Well, Mike is still number one, obviously.
I would say
because he's
so.
gonna be there for fucking who knows how long.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough to dethrone. You know, it's gonna be like firework at the number one.
Nick hasn't been doing much. I think he could. I don't
Nick
think he's in
hasn't
the
brought
top
us beers in a
3.
while.
I don't think he'd be top 3 as of right now. Which sorry. Nick.
Wow.
See, this is why.
But we talk it out, and then
Do you think he's top 3?
and then they do better. Honestly, I don't know, and I haven't
bro.
seen.
And that's
many
the thing. I want to
comments.
include people,
but that's
that's the thing. I can't.
tough love, bro. Top
fuck.
3. Was Andrew picking your ear at all at the party?
Yeah,
About
it was, bro.
Did he seem like he was?
No, but he's in my heart.
Okay.
There's a few people.
What about? Didn't you end up? You see our boy Tuna?
I did.
What did he do anything to? Sort
Yes,
of
he did.
bump himself up.
That we have a good group.
Just saying. I'm just putting. I'm
Top
throwing
3
names out
seems
there.
too little.
Don the jeweler deserves a spot.
I want. Maybe we should do it to a tier list.
You should again. This is is fan interaction right here. Oh, it kills me to do it.
It does,
but I
bro.
gotta go, Don the
What
jeweler.
format you think would be better? Top 3 or tier list?
Tier list seems more hurtful.
Like you're F tier.
Yeah, exactly. Top 3 is like, okay, if you're not on there, you're probably still top 10 or something. It's just like three people that did a great job this week. You know,
Dude, we got kind of good traction on our.
went above and
Did
beyond.
you see how we got? Like, look at that, bro.
Did we do numbies?
We kind of did numbies for me.
You know, happy 4th of July
Yeah.
from the fellas, from your friends over at Flop University.
Yeah,
Although this will come out now, July 7th. People have forgotten about 4th of July.
yeah.
What's next? Labor Day? I'm so bad at these. Oh, Tom Brady's birthday, of course.
What's that?
August 3rd, I believe.
Um,
I believe he says knowing it's
to me,
August
I
3rd.
think the next holiday is Halloween.
Oh, I was working in the lab.
You know what we should do for a Halloween episode? We should just dress up, but with
With audio,
just
that'd be
no
funny.
camera.
I like that. That's a deal.
And then based on how we're acting, they would have to guess what we're dressed up
Oh,
as.
okay. And we stay in character.
I don't know if we ever told the story about we went to trivia on Halloween
Oh, did we?
and fucking there was like a costume contest and everyone I didn't know what to do, so I just got
Oh,
I got
yeah.
a nanner costume. All right, I'm dressed up
Banana.
as a banana,
Right.
and they line everyone up, and they do it off applause. So. I'm like towards the middle of the pack, so everyone's being really inclusive. Go, yeah. And then, all right, Mr. Banana. Crickets.
Legit
Fucking
crickets. Everyone at
crickets,
least
bro.
got a few courtesy
And
claps.
I know.
Except the banana.
I'm standing there like a fucking asshole. I'm dressed as a fucking banana, dude.
It's peanut butter jelly time.
I even hit an emote too. I went like I threw a fist pump up, bro. No one.
The Queen wave. Oh, that
It
was
was
brutal.
like, I don't know.
But the real story of the night was I was Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln, probably a shoe-in for a victory. But
I'm tall and
someone
skinny.
brought their kid to a bar.
To a fucking bar. Maybe we talked about this. I don't know.
We must have,
The
but-
pod started in fucking December, though.
Did it?
I think.
What?
I think it did.
30 weeks.
And that was October. But yeah, I looked exactly like Abraham Lincoln. I'm not going to lie. And I lost to a fucking Squirtle or something. What did I
No, it was
lose
like
to?
a rat.
Oh,
or something,
fucking rat.
right?
Stupid rat.
Some kind of animal. Maybe like a bat.
Yeah.
A rat, a bat,
It could have
wearing
been
a hat.
Could it have been a cat?
Could have been.
Dude, we're cooking right now. Let's go.
What do you think, chat? Hey.
Chat.
I'm the biggest bird.
I don't know if you saw, I did try to do a little bit of IRL streaming while I was on.
Did you?
No connection. It was horrible. It worked for a minute. I talked for
Were
10
you
minutes
alone?
straight. Yeah, I was walking down the street talking to nobody. And on
That's
Kick,
Old Orchard Beach is the place.
It
where
would've been
to
sick.
do it. Just because like you wouldn't look that weird talking to yourself. There's some characters.
I did not feel weird in the
Do
slightest.
you remember? I think this was last summer. This was the Sea Viper night. There was some homeless guy just whipping a tennis ball at like a building.
Oh yeah,
just
I
standing
do
in the-
remember
yeah.
that. That's a fun little activity. A little wall ball.
Wall ball.
Well,
yeah,
that's
true.
fine.
Dude, I was king of wall ball.
Really?
King.
Think you still would be?
Yeah. I have a fucking cannon, bro.
You sure do. You sure
telling
do.
you.
I'm kind of forgetting how to play a little bit. If you throw it, do I have to go get it? Or do you keep a volley going with yourself
I think if someone throws the ball and off the wall, someone else catches it,
without a bounce?
you go to the wall.
the thrower.
Whoever threw the ball goes to the wall.
If
And,
someone
like,
catches
that's like
it
you're out, I
non-bounce,
think.
right?
Yeah.
And then you're in jail.
But bro, first, second grade, I'm fucking roofing it every time.
You were older than everyone.
Yeah.
Saying,
Well, okay.
Just saying. Just
Okay.
saying. All cards on the table.
That's fair.
I was a little weaker than you.
Yeah.
And maybe still am.
I remember one time, second grade picture day. It was a rainy day, and some kid who was known to have some meltdowns. We were playing wall ball, and he brought the tennis ball that day, and it was his. And I was, it was second grade. I was probably a piece of shit, probably still am. But it was the end of recess, so I took the ball, just threw it out into a muddy field.
Oh,
And this kid,
you're a dickhead.
and this kid went to go grab it, and he slipped in a puddle and fell, and he was just covered in mud.
Oh
And he-
my God.
Yeah,
He's never.
it was bad. He was
gonna.
crying.
He's gonna
and-
come hunt you down and
Yeah.
kill you one day.
And also, second grade, the next day, I was told some kid to say "funky" without the N. He said "fucky," and the kid, my buddy, I'm gonna code name Tease.
Oh fuck.
He told on me, bro.
He told you to do it.
Yeah, and then he told
and
the
then
principal.
Wow.
Fuck, and that was within like the first month of him moving here too.
That is a huge dickhead move.
Yeah.
Still doesn't even come
No,
close to throwing the ball in the swamp so the disabled kid falls.
Well, he
in the
wasn't
puddle.
disabled. Let the record be clear. He was not disabled.
In my telling of events, he's
No.
in a wheelchair and miraculously sprouted up out of the wheelchair to run to the ball.
I also found that video of me giving. Did I tell the story about me giving my buddy a fake lottery ticket?
Did you?
Did we? I don't know.
I don't think you did. I think
I
that
bought.
was oh my
well,
God.
someone like for Christmas brought over fake lottery tickets out, and it was like a fun little gag. And my buddy came over. It was just me and him on a one-on-one hang.
Oh, would you play the video? It just says it just.
Oh, yeah.
It literally just goes 5,000, right?
Oh fuck! I need to. It was
Dude.
deep. I don't know if I can.
No,
like,
it's in.
find
It's. I saved it in our
Oh,
chat.
yeah.
Oh my God, Danny! This is kind of being revealed. Danny's a dickhead.
So he's clearly like so hyped.
5,000.
And I felt so bad, bro, because he was like, we were just chilling in my house, and I'm like, oh, dude, here's a lottery ticket, not like whatever,
fucking
knowing
evil.
it's fake, and he, dude, $5,000.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh no way, and it didn't end there.
Oh.
I said, let's go to the gas station and cash you out.
Did he
now."
have his license at that point, or
Yes.
did you drive him?
No, I drove him.
You
I
drove him
drove
to the
him.
gas
Yeah.
station.
I think it
Oh
would have
my-
been worse if I just like made him go out on his own.
Oh, true, but you kind of taking, you're
Yeah.
leading the lamb
Yeah.
to slaughter a little
And
bit.
I felt he was like, dude, I'm gonna give this to my parents. I'm like, oh
Oh,
my God,
fuck.
bro.
oh,
and
I'm
then-
gonna finally fix my car that I've.
I could have stopped it there, but I didn't. He went.
You should have known.
I had
oh.
the poor cash register guy was like the cashier man. He was the one that broke the bad
The
news.
video is so sad.
I thought it was gonna be funny.
it is hilarious. It is hilarious 7-8 years
Yeah,
later.
but, oh my God, I can't believe that guy still wants to be my friend.
The video is
Oh.
heartbreaking. He should have known a little bit when you were filming him to cash it in.
Yeah,
And filming, the ride
Everything,
over.
yeah.
I would have been a little suspicious. You may be a bully.
maybe, dude.
I guess if we're telling bully stories, my origin story with one of my dear friends, Liam, I started out bullying him in first
Really?
grade.
Wow.
A little bit, he could kick my ass now, so it all evens out. It's all water under the bridge. But there were raffles in first grade, and he won this tube full of dinosaur toys, little plastic dinosaurs.
Yeah, those are cool.
Or maybe they were spiders and insects. Actually, he can clarify for it.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was.
It could have been arachnids.
And I just wanted one, bro. He had like 35 of them. Can I have one? And he said, no. And so I would just pinch him every day. Every fucking day, I would just pinch him and pinch him and pinch him until one day he fucking ratted me out. And I had to sit down with the teacher.
One of the same kid that ratted on me for me saying fucky. Mm-hmm. Our buddy Bag, friend of the pod, used to flashbang. You know what flashbanging is? Is when you walk up behind someone and you. Their ears.
Fuck!
I think he ruptured his eardrum because he did it so often. Yeah.
Oh, I would hate that.
Yeah.
That would maybe be
shout out Bag.
I don't know if I could be friends with someone after they did that.
Yeah.
Even a decade later.
Show up the next day with a bandage over his ear.
That's hilarious, but really not. Honestly,
no, it's pretty. But we were kids.
That's
it's
kid
different
stuff.
if we were now. Like,
that would be
that
very
was
different.
Fucked up. Yeah.
If you threw the.
I think everyone kind of has their own little bullying story.
If
we were kids.
Special
That's the
needs
thing.
Kids ball in the.
He was not special needs. Stop saying that, dude.
I paint the story.
He was just very emotional.
Okay.
And he couldn't find a good way to get it out.
Maybe. He's gonna find an outlet 20 years later.
Yeah.
In the form of a sniper at your head.
I wouldn't blame him.
Oh fuck! Yeah. You see, we are bullies. I guess we can probably play a prank call.
We can play a prank call
pretty soon. I had
continue the bullying.
No, I'm done bullying. My bullying days are over.
I'm over it, bro.
I've been bullied.
Yeah, everyone has. That's the thing.
It is. I mean, that's just growing up, right?
Right.
You see, Elon starting a new party.
The American Party?
So, yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, totally. Like, really cool.
Yeah, that's weird. The South African guy.
Yeah, wait a second. Just connecting dots here. What
the flick?
Guy that thinks he's onto something. But he's from...
What?
You guys know this. I did a little...
He has the whiteboard with all the lines.
I've done a little Googling, and as it turns out, Elon Musk is from South... Wait for it.
What are the policies of this fucking
Not Carolina. Africa. I don't know, honestly, but he did follow Andrew Yang on Twitter, so
Yang Gang
tells you everything you need to know. Does that mean he and Trump are Splitsville?
Yeah.
Find out next on the next Flop University. Yeah, I really have no political opinions. I don't know. A new party. I mean, I like to party.
Yeah.
He's starting a new... How about this one? All right, here we go. Well, I'll get this ready.
Come on.
He's starting a new party because he never got invited to them in high school. That's right. Fucking owned! Yes! Fuck yeah! Oh, that felt good. God damn, a little bullying. Now I'm bullying again.
Yeah, you're back to your roots.
Son of a bitch. All right, well...
All right.
The folks have demanded it. The fellas and the flops and the flopettes.
This fucking better make me laugh.
I hope it does.
Now the bar. Well, that's the thing. The bar's been set like pretty high.
Yeah. Well, we'll say it's a return of a beloved character.
Was it Eugene? Is that his name?
Did we give him a name? Maybe.
I like the name Eugene.
I was thinking Ned, but I don't hate Eugene either.
Hello.
There you go. Yes, that. How'd you guess? Yep, that's the one. It's our old friend returning.
Ned?
Could be Eugene. We'll let the folks decide, maybe, and the fellas and the flopettes.
You don't have all your... That's Gladys.
That's Gladys. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I need
That's
to...
my one. That's my one.
I was doing, for the... my nephew's fucking Funko Pop just died, man. I was trying to do a little Chappelle a little bit. He fucking died, man. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, this one I hope goes well, folks. We're going to try and get these back going. It's not easy. I had to drink 2 coffees and get really worked up and get going before I did it. But we did it, and I hope everyone enjoys it. So here we go.
What can I help you with?
Television.
Hello, thank you so much for contacting Best Buy. This is Sabrina. How can I help you today?
Hello there. Sabrina, was it?
That is correct.
Wonderful. It's good to be talking to a human. I got a questionnaire from a robot just earlier. That was a first for me.
I'm really sorry for that, sir. It's the system that we use to identify where to transfer your call.
Understood. Hey, it's
For the folks
you
at
know,
home,
it's a
try to count the understoods.
Okay.
I think I use that as a crutch. You don't have to. You just
above
pay
my
attention.
pay grade. That's how I feel about it. So I've got a few questions here. I've got an LG television that I've had for a few years now, and I don't know. I've also got an iPhone here, and so and I don't. I'm not too great with the iPhone, but one thing I do is I call my grandson, and we do the
back.
FaceTime thing. Do you know FaceTime?
I do.
So I'm curious. You know, he doesn't always answer the call, and I would like to know what my grandson is sort of up to, throughout the day, and kind of keep a tab on him. And I'm wondering if I could do that with my television.
Like connecting the iPhone to the television, is that what you say?
Well, in sort of a way, yes, because I know I can see him when I call him and he picks up, and I look at him and I see him there, but I'm squinting, right?
What is this? Who'd you call?
This is Best Buy.
Oh, okay. So
Best
just
Buy
someone
for the
who's-
folks at
okay.
home. Yeah, this is I believe a Geek Squad member.
Okay.
I gotta say, my eyesight isn't as good as it once was. So I'm wondering if I can click a channel, and one channel's ABC, and the next one's my grandson, and I can sort of see what he's doing.
A direct feed.
Oh, I see. Well, that totally depends on the type of TV. Like recent models, you have the option to connect them directly to your phone and synchronize them and do all kind of stuff that you do on your phone on the television. And that only applies for recent models. Now, for models even from the last 5 years and back, they do not have that feature available.
Understood. That and that makes sense to me to some degree. Would I be able to Geek Squad? And I feel bad calling you the Geek Squad. We used to that was a not a nice term back in my day. But could I get a Geek Squad member to set up a camera so that I could monitor what he's doing and kind of just keep an eye on him? I'm worried about the little guy.
I see. Well, if you already have the camera, we could send them to assist you with installation.
Understood. Well, then we might be making some headway here. So we'd have to do it at a time where he's out of the house, because if he found out about this, he would not be too pleased.
I totally understand. Yes, so they would be able to do that. The price for that installation or service, it will be depending on how many cameras you'll be installing. 2, 3, 4. According to that, will be the fee that.
Guess how many I want as Eugene here. What do you think?
Probably one in each room.
Okay.
Probably like 5 to 6.
Okay. And for the folks at home, maybe formulate a guess in your head.
That will be charging you.
Understood. Okay, and that's all well and good. We'll go with a hypothetical number here. We'll say, what if I wanted to do, say, 17 cameras, dispersed kind of throughout his living room and the kitchen and whatnot.
The cameras that you're picking should be Wi-Fi ones, so they can connect to the internet, and then you can manage
just
them
overkill.
from any device, television, a computer, or
They're going to be very camouflaged.
Understood. And so, in my head, I'm looking to set up almost like a, kind of an HQ where I can, click it and go,
secret
give me living room. And, I don't know if voice activation is, kind of asking for too much here, but, something like that where I can at least click or point and say, give me kitchen.
I see. Yes, I could do something like that. Let me just check here how much would be the fee for that. One moment.
Sounds good. Thank you, Sabrina.
I know,
You've been,
right?
you've
It's a little
been
tough.
lovely.
It's all boring.
You
though.
know,
It
because
doesn't
he's
matter
up to
what
no
she
good
says.
sometimes, and I understand. You know, this might come as a surprise, but I just want to make sure the little guy's behaving. So I hope you don't judge me for this.
Oh, no, definitely not. Like, my grandma, she always looks after me. Like, she's like, what you're doing,
That's
where you're
wholesome.
going. So I totally understand
That's-
that. And nowadays, there are a lot of bad things going on in the world. So it's
That's right. That's what we do. We do it because we care, Sabrina. I'm telling you.
You know what? Let me call them. I'm gonna give them a quick call so they can confirm
So she's gonna find out about the Geek
that they will
Squad.
be charging you. Would you allow me no more than 2 or 3 minutes while I do that?
For 17
Yeah,
cameras
no,
and installation.
absolutely. Wonderful.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
All righty.
Thank you so very much for holding. Are you still with me?
Yeah, yes. Hello, Sabrina. Still here.
Thank you. Thank you for waiting.
No problem.
Sorry, I was just checking here with them. It's just because it's Monday, wouldn't have a lot of them working today, so it took me a while to reach to them.
Oh, no worries.
But they say normally the maximum amount of cameras that they install is 8. So
Okay.
if you have more, you would have to make 2 of these requests so they can install more. But the fee for them to install, this is for Wi-Fi cameras, the one that you can manage on your phone or computer. So the amount is $229.99.
Oh my! Is that per camera or is that for the 8 of them?
For the 8 of them.
Oh, that we could make work. Let me jot that down, Sabrina, because obviously I gotta talk to my wife about this. You know, it's a little bit of an ambitious idea by me, but that sounds very reasonable. I appreciate that. If I may, and forgive me, if this is crossing a boundary, you can tell this old man to zip it, and I won't mind. But have you ever smoked marijuana?
Call back.
Here we
The
go.
reason I ask is this is where all of this kind of stemmed from. Is I found a packet under my grandson's bed, and so now I'm worried about him. I'm wondering if is this an overreaction by his grandpa?
No, definitely not. Like me myself, I haven't done that. I'm like, no.
You're one of the good
cannot do
ones.
that. Yes, I try to be. I've had some friends in school that they do, and well, it's not that good though. For
It's a-
your health, for everything, it's not good.
That's
So
right. It's
I
a
totally
gateway,
understand
too.
You're worried.
It's
Yes.
that's what they say. Well, all right. Well, you've made me feel a lot better about my me worrying, and these numbers, they look great. So I'm gonna talk to my wife, and I think we could make this happen.
Oh, definitely. And advice that I could give you is get Wi-Fi cameras.
Right.
You can
Yes. That's pretty much it.
Wow.
There you
It
go.
was a pleasure, and I hope that
We're back.
everything goes
Eugene
well with
is
your
back.
Thank you very much. You have a wonderful Sunday.
There you go.
Wow.
Thank you.
Felt good to get back on the
There we
horse. It's not easy work, I will say.
We'll get there.
We'll get
Well,
there.
that's the thing. You got to sift through these ones, and then you'll get a
And then
Armando.
We'll get Armando. I know this is too nice of a person.
You got to get someone who's
I kind of wanted to get Head Geek on the line.
head
but
geek.
that might. I don't know if Eugene's going to get in those kind of battles.
These two.
My name's Todd, and Todd. No, I was just wondering because
Armando.
that's great. I can send you that one too.
Please. I will,
You'll need an Armando button. Folks, that's
gonna do it?
That's all. I mean,
Wow.
that's certainly all I have.
Fuck, bro.
I see anything in my pockets? No, I'm fresh out.
We need we need an ep where we've done nothing all week and we just have pent up like energy,
I guess so. Yeah, I guess
we've both had long weeks.
that's true.
There's a couple of with excuses.
I guess that's better if we don't have anything to talk about.
Well, not the
Yeah, no, we didn't really. Yeah, no, yeah. Hey, we're still learning, guys. 30 episodes, man. In the grand scheme,
every episode's getting worse and worse for an
it's been
excuse.
downhill since 22 or 23, I'd say. But hey, we're trying, man. Welcome.
Yeah.
For the new people, for the old
Go
people.
back to the old ones.
Go to the old ones. Listen to 18, I think was good. 12 is decent.
But I will say, to pat ourselves on the back,
Let's hear it.
we do this in one go.
That's
No edits.
true. 0 edits,
Come
except
on.
that time Nick said my address.
Well, yeah.
Other than that, though, truly nothing.
Come on.
And people go, yeah, we can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we know.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't even believe it. We don't, one take. No, but yeah. All right, folks. Thank you.
Goodbye.
We love you.
Woohoo, I love
Later.
you. Harf, 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 harf.